DJ Khaled.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. So Cleveland will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Rockets. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. Cavaliers on D. It's a three-point game.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight. And he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Stolen by Beverly. On up the court. And Ariza with the stuff.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
Yeah, how great are his ball instincts there? Just having a knack, really the instincts to just get after it on the backboard.
That's good. Harden's got his first bucket of the night. And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are...
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Dishes it to James. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard. And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. And he just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Shumpert against Harden. Launches a 3. The Rockets pull it in.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Modiunas, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Wallace with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And James throws it down.
And that's the... kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Rockets trail by 3.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
No good from Irving. The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And it's Beverly missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
That 3 off the mark. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. That's tipped.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And then for Houston, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Moniunas. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Now here is Smith. Hits the 3 from the wing. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rockets trail by 3. And it's Terry off the drive. Harden kicks to Howard. From the line, and the rejection by Love. 6 to shoot. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here is Harden following the score by Cleveland. Beasley kicks to Terry. On the wing, Brewer. Pass to Beasley. The feed to Brewer. Mozgov with the block. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And it's Dellavedova missing.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And here's James outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Harden dishes to Terry. Kicks it out to Harden. For the 3. Another miss by Harden. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Pass to James. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by James. And it's 7 points for J.R. Smith. Rockets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Rockets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Dellavedova from outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
And he gets the bucket.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Smith the pass to Dellavedova. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, mate. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into it.
I go back and I'm able to, read this comment.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Patrick Beverley out there with McDaniels. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Beasley, and it's Maniunas in at the center position.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And it's Smith penetrating. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. And now the first time.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Howard's checked in for the Rockets. The offensive rebound. It's deflected. 3-on-3. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pushing it up. And here we go. And now it's a double-digit lead. 16 points for Smith.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it right.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a switch here also for Houston. James Harden, he's checked in for McDaniels. And the basket by Harden.
Yes. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Smith with it. 16 points for him. From outside, off the mark. Ariza kicks to Maniunas. Here's Beverley. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Beverly's got 6.
Impressive fast break there. They did a great job advancing the rock with the pass.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Rockets trail by 6.
With that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverley. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Shot by Terry, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
It's Harden with the drive, and he slams it one-handed.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Ariza no luck. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. From deep, LeBron can't hit. Great D that time from Howard.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Shumpert gets a wide-open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Shumpert's got his second basket of the night. Rockets trail by 11. Harden has a wide-open look. Again, the miss by Harden.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Really, they backed off of working it inside. I mean, they haven't gotten it inside as much as they did earlier in the game, and I think they've got to get back to that.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Houston, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's KJ McDaniels in for Jason Terry. On the wing, Brewer. Beasley for 3. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson, along with the first quarter for the Cavaliers, was fairly even. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point, they pushed. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Complete domination. What a game for Smith. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Cleveland leading by 9. James wide open. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harden kicks to Ariza. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. It's Harden with the drive. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 15.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Jason Terry, he's checked in for James Harden. Terry kicks to Howard and stolen by Love. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Love. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
And, Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team. Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he is able to convert on the finger roll.
Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Screen by Howard. The wide open look here for Jarrett. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shumpert. It's good from long range. Shumpert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch man, critical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
A different look now for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Houston also making some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Monty Eunice, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Jason Terry. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Stolen by Thompson.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Feeds to Beverly. There's the three. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. To the middle. Here's Dellavedova. Brewer with the steal. Ariza outside. He kicks to Beasley. And the rejection by Love. To the paint. Smith dishes to Love. James with it. He's picked up by Ariza. No problems knocking that one down. And that's now 7 points for Kevin Love. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot
of some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
LeBron drives in. Out to Smith. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. The Rockets also changing it up. Capella's checked in, and it's James Harden in for Trevor Ariza. And the Cavaliers.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Smith the pass to Mozgov. Smith outside. Just 4 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower. Didn't shoot the ball.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way on.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Rockets foul. It's his first trip to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Smith.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Harden right side. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 18. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Cavaliers leading by 18. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Moniunas. McDaniels is out there with Harden. Then there's Beasley, and it's Capella in at the 5. The drive by Shumpert, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
The Cavaliers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Offline with his 3. Rockets trail by 18. Harden inside the three-point line. It's deflected, but he stays with it. Smith with the defensive effort.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And it's LeBron in for J.R. Smith. And then for Houston, Howard's checked in for Capella. Reza comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Patrick Beverly in for McDaniels.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
It's Harden with the drive. The shot misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's James. It's hauled in by Beverly. Thompson. LeBron kicks to Irving. And another miss by Cleveland. Rockets trail by 18. Here's Harden. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Harden's got 4 this quarter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. For 3, another miss by Houston.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
The 3 ball. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 10 points for Love.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's deflected. They retain possession. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Yeah.